Hello and welcome to this first ever episode of Technological PC Reviews. In these reviews, I'll be looking at many things, all sorts of computer hardware and parts, and as you can see today, I'm looking at a case. So this case, to start us off, is a extremely good case. Doesn't put a price, but it's a very good case. It has so many parts, so many different things about it that you just wouldn't believe it. It prices around $600, and it's definitely worth it. I'd say it's a very, very, very good case. You can't beat it, in my opinion. It's just the best. Um, so I'll start off with its dimensions. It's 244 by 642 by 657 millimeters, and that's in width, depth, and in height order. And this case is made of aluminium completely, with some sort of plasticky bits for the hard drive cages, and all the dust filters are sort of metally aluminium parts. And this case is a completely non-rivetless design. It's a completely rivetless design, sorry, I should say. So it's completely put together with screws. There's not one rivet in this case at all. It's just completely screwed together, which I think is a pretty amazing thing to have done. Which means you can just do some extreme modding on this case. It's just brilliant for all of that. It also comes with two power buttons, the one on the top and the one on the bottom. I'm sorry you can't see that in the image, but you can see them on the, well, not the bottom, but the front of the case. Just here, you can see that one. And so, depending on where you want to position a case, you can put it, if you have it on your desk or underneath your desk, you can either use the one on the front or the one on the top. It's built with sort of two rings round, so it's an extremely strong design, which can't be beaten. It's extremely strong. It's got some great airflow, so it's already comes with a large amount of fans. It has 5 fans pre-installed, and I think there's an option to install more, but there's 2 here, these 2 to just pass air out the case. The one on the top here you can see, and then there's 2 more on the back of the hard drive cages to keep your hard drives extremely cool when you're doing some heavy duty work on them. So another revolutionary thing about this case is it's rotated 90 degrees. So as you can see in this photo, you'd be thinking, why is there no backplate, no holes for anything, no holes for the graphics cards, etc. There is the power supply holes, and there's the option to do 2 power supplies here, so you can have a lot of power running through this case. But this case is rotated 90 degrees, so the backplate and the graphics cards are up here, which means all your cables can neatly come out this hole just here, and there's no worry about having all these cables coming at the back looking all messy and horrible. So that's a very neat design, and as well, you have with the USB 3 on the front panel here, you can take the USB 3 cables, connect them into the USB 3 on the back of your motherboard, and you won't be able to see them. So, like in some cases, you have the USB 3 coming out the back and then coming into your motherboard. They're completely concealed by this panel over the top, so you can't see any of that, or any of those wires plugging in or anything. It also it weighs 17 kilograms, which is pretty heavy, but for a case of this standard, all made of aluminium, it's pretty decent weight for such a great case. And these drive bays, the 3.5-inch drive bays, are hot swaps, so you can completely remove them and install a massive water cooler under there if you wanted to. So, or something, whatever you want under there, really, whatever you can fit or position or get in there. It also comes with a set of extra things. So the fans are already installed, so they're some extra Silverstone fans. They're all Silverstone fans, and these are very powerful fans. Every fan has the option to turn it on a high or a low setting. This one at the top has a metal cagey thing over the top of it, just to stop some rattling and things. And all of them have dust filters. And these holes here, as you can see in this photo, are shown out the case door. and it's to get maximum airflow through these fans and up out the top of here into your graphics cards and or your computer. Both of these fans have a dust filter. I don't know if you can see the clip for there, which are extremely easily removed. So all the dust that you get attracted into here, it won't be pulled through. It'll be put into that dust filter, which you can just pull out and go and wash out. Extremely easy. Also, this case comes with, on the front panel, it has a power, a reset, two USB 3s, which I said earlier have to go back into the motherboard, two USB 2s, and a stereo and a microphone jack. So it's got a lot of USBs on the front panel. It's not actually a conventional front panel, so you can't see it, but on top of the case, it's not on top of the case. All that's on top is the power button, and it's on the sides here. The USB 2s are on one side, the USB 3s on one side, the reset buttons on one side, and the microphone and head jack on the other side. So it's really neatly sort of made, this case. It's all thought through, the design's amazing. This case's form factors are extra large ATX, and micro ATX motherboards, so you can fit on quite a few motherboards in there, of different kinds. And the CPU cooler clearance for this case is massive. I mean, you can fit almost any CPU cooler in here, I should think, because it's 171mm of CPU cooler clearance, and you can fit a pretty good set of graphics card in here as well. And I'm assuming, because you've got this case, it'd be a very high-end build, considering the price of this case and how amazing it is. You can get 315mm worth of graphics card into this case, so you can get a lot of graphics card clearance in here as well for some really decent graphics cards. The case also comes with a side window on the opposite side round here. It's all very wrongly round, upside down, this case. So the side windows on the other side to what you'd think it would be, so that's different as well, because that's why they have to put the side window on, because of that 90-degree rotation it made on the motherboard, which personally I think is the way forward with cases. I mean, it becomes so much more neat and tidy, the cables going into the case, and you don't, as with the USB 3, which I think a lot of people are going to be doing at the moment, you don't have to have them coming back out the back of the case and then back into the motherboard USBs. So it's much more neat and just a better way of doing all of it, I think. It's got 6 of these 3.5-inch hard drive bays. All of them can be converted into SSD hard drive bays, because they've got little screw parts which you can screw screws in to attach to USB. And these 9, yes, 5.25-inch drive bays you can also change into SSD bays, and you can have the cables coming out this little hole here, plugging them into wherever you want, which is an extreme amount of drive bays. I think you can fit a lot in there, which is partly another reason why this case is so good. So it's all extremely easy to remove. It's all sort of, not toolist design, I shouldn't say that, that's wrong. It's all screws, no rivets in it at all. Thumb screws to remove the side door, and you can fit 2 power supplies, very big water cooling in if you want to. It's all got very good cooling that comes with it. All the cables in here come with the front panel, all the fan connectors and everything. And another extremely helpful feature about this case is it comes with a power connector, which connects to a Molex plug, which can connect to one of your power connectors off your power supply, and then you can plug it into 3 fans. So it's a converter from 3 fans to a Molex plug, which is also extremely helpful. So that is about it for this case. So thank you for watching, and this has been the first episode on Technological PC Reviews, and this has been the Silverstone Temjin TJ11. Thank you for watching.